Hi everyone, welcome to Poonam's kitchen. Today I am making a very special dish, a favorite of the North Indians, Punjabi Kadhi Pakora. It's made of yogurt and chickpea flour. It has a very rich and creamy curry without using any cream, and dumplings which are usually fried, deep fried. But the version that I am doing today, the dumplings are special for two reasons. One, I am using spinach. I'm making it very healthy, and second, it is not fried. I'm making these dumplings with very little oil. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel Poonam's Kitchen, like my Facebook page, and do give me a thumbs up. So let's see what all do we need to make the traditional authentic Punjabi Kadhi Pakora guilt-free. Here I have chickpea flour, homemade sour yogurt, finely chopped spinach, finely chopped onions, oil, baking powder, and water. Nothing about Punjabi Kadhi Pakora is subtle. It's tangy, it's spicy, it's got a full throttle of spices, all laid out here. From my spice box, I'll be using salt, garam masala, carom seeds, red chilli powder, amchur powder also known as dry mango powder, coriander powder, and turmeric powder. Then I'll be using whole red chilies, Fenugreek seeds, Anardana powder also known as dry pomegranate powder, mustard seeds, and Punjabi Kadhi Masala. This is a store-bought masala and gives a very unique flavor to the curry. Here I have 3/4 cup of chickpea flour. I'll strain this into this bowl. I just prefer to do this to get rid of all the lumps in the chickpea flour. Once you make the batter, you'll realize what an important step this was. To this I'll add 2 teaspoons salt, half teaspoon red chilli powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1/8 teaspoon turmeric powder. Here I have 3/4 cup of homemade sour yogurt. I've beaten this curd lightly and I'll transfer it to this bowl. I'll make a smooth paste. To this I'll add 4 teaspoons of Punjabi Kadhi Masala, 1 teaspoon Carom Seeds, and give this a good mix again. Now I'll add water to this. Add water little by little and keep mixing it. That helps in making a very smooth batter. And now this is ready to go into the hot pan. I'll switch on the heat to medium and pour in a teaspoon of oil. This I'll add a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Let these saute. Once the mustard seeds are half done, I'll add in 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and saute these as well. I just want these golden brown. Once the coriander seeds and the fenugreek seeds had sauteed, I had transferred the chickpea flour and the yogurt mixture to this pot and brought this to a boil at high heat. Now the whole trick in making curry is that it should simmer at somewhere between low to medium heat. That is the meaning of the word curry in Hindi, something that has been simmering for a long time. I'll reduce the heat to somewhere between low and medium. They should keep bubbling, and that's how the chickpea flour will get cooked. And this will take around half an hour to 40 minutes to cook. Now while this curry is cooking, I'll get the dumplings ready. To make pakoras, I have strained 5 tablespoons of chickpea flour in this bowl. To this I'll add half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon garam masala, half teaspoon coriander powder, half teaspoon amchur powder or dry mango powder, half teaspoon red chilli powder, and 1 teaspoon carom seeds. Mix this all up. I'll add water little by little, else there'll be lumps of the chickpea flour. I don't want a very thin batter because I'm going to add onions and spinach to this, which will again impart moisture to the batter. I'll be using almost 100 ml of water. To this batter I'll add the onions and 3/4 cups of spinach and mix this all up. The curry is almost halfway done. Now I need to add a few more spices. I'll mix the spices first in water and then transfer it to the curry. A quarter teaspoon of Anardana powder and 2 teaspoons of Punjabi Kadhi Masala. Mix this in the water and transfer it to the curry. Now the curry will cook for another 15 minutes. Now while the curry is cooking to glory, I'll start making the pakoras. This is a special pan in which I'm going to make pakoras. This is called a patra. I'll switch on the heat to medium and sprinkle some oil. I'll dab away the extra oil with this paper napkin. I'll cover this with a lid and let it warm up for a minute before I put in the batter. In the meantime, I have taken 1 teaspoon of water. To this, I'll be adding a quarter teaspoon of baking powder. Mix this well and transfer this to the batter that we had made for the pakoras. Now this step is to be done only when we are ready to put in the pakoras in the appa patra. The patra is now ready. I'll pour in the batter in each of these wells. I'll cover this with the lid and cook for almost 3 to 4 minutes. After 3 minutes, I'll check. I'll set the timer for 3 minutes. That way it is very easy. It's been 3 minutes. Let me check how are these pakoras doing. Yeah, they're cooked from this side. I'll sprinkle some oil on this side too and flip each of these pakoras so that it gets cooked from the other side as well. I'll now cover this with the lid again and cook for another 2 minutes. The other side gets cooked faster. In the meantime, let's take a look at the curry. How is it going? This is how the curry is looking like. It's been 45 minutes since I put it on the gas stove. The chickpea flour tends to thicken as it cools down, so I want to switch off the heat while it is still a little runny. The pakoras are done from the other side as well. It's time to put them in the curry. I'll switch off the heat and transfer these to the curry. The Punjabi Kadhi Pakora is ready to be served. I'll garnish it with red chilies. I'll take this pan and put the heat to low. Pour in 2 teaspoons of oil and drop in a few whole red chilies. I'll increase the heat to medium. Once the chilies start crackling, I'll throw in half teaspoon of red chilli powder and switch off the heat. Mix this well with the hot oil and transfer it to the serving bowl. So guys, this was my version of Punjabi Kadhi Pakora with non-fried dumplings. Hope you liked my recipe. See you again with a new recipe, a new tip very soon. Till then, bye.